Hey guys, it's Bridgie from Bougie Texas Barbecue, and today I'm going to show you how to take a bison tri-tip to the next level. But I'm not stopping there. What pairs better with the reverse-seared tri-tip than a rich, smoky queso and savory fries? I hope y'all are excited because I definitely am, so let's get into it. When it comes to smoking bison, the wood you choose makes all the difference. I'm using pecan, which gives you a mild nutty smoke that's stronger than fruit wood, but not as strong as hickory or mesquite. So the smoke flavor will complement the lean beefy taste of the bison without overpowering it. I'm also using cherry wood. It's going to add subtle sweetness to balance the pecan wood, and it's going to give the tri-tip a deep mahogany color, and it's perfect to infuse the smoke inside the queso. Speaking of queso, let's build it. You're going to need 16 ounces of Mexican Velveeta cheese. This will be our creamy base. Next, you will need 8 ounces of pepper jack cheese. That's going to add a kick to our queso. And then 8 ounces of sharp cheddar to bring in that bold, tangy bite. Now pour in 10 ounces of fire roasted tomatoes and green chiles. Add 1 ounce of chopped yellow onions and 1 jalapeno for an extra kick of heat. The onion will not only add flavor but balance out the queso. And we're going to finish it off with 1 ounce of cilantro and 12 ounces of evaporated milk to tie all together into a silky smooth queso. Personally, I prefer a spicier queso, but I know not everyone likes heat. I was going more for a sweet heat profile, but you can absolutely sub a different cheese or not even add in the jalapenos if you don't like spicy food. Okay, so now that that's covered, let's get into the tri-tip. Pat it down with a paper towel. This is going to remove any excess moisture so the tri-tip will have a clean surface when we add our binder and seasoning. For the binder, I'm choosing to use a hot sauce. Again, I like spicy food. You can use olive oil and avocado oil or even mustard if you do not like a little kick. But if you do like the heat, that tangy heat that we're adding today is going to pair perfectly with the sweetness of the bison. So you're going to get a balanced bite. Next, I'm going heavy with a chili lime rub. The chili is going to bring out the warmth and the lime is going to bring up the brightness. And together, they're going to balance out the richness of the meat. Again, the key is to get a balanced bite. Now that our bison is ready to go, I'm going to add both queso and bison directly onto the smoker. I'm adding my protein onto a cooking grate and placing it directly over the queso. That way, while it's smoking, all the drippings that will normally hit the bottom of the smoker is going to actually add richness to the queso. Smoke at 250 degrees for 45 minutes or until it reaches an internal temp of 120 degrees. Keep an eye on it though, because bison is so lean, you're going to want to temp it because it will cook faster than beef. Smoking it first allows the meat to cook gently, keeping it juicy and tender. Searing it at the end gives the tri-tip a gorgeous crust without overcooking it, which makes the reverse sear the perfect technique to execute this cut. But I can't stress enough that bison cooks so much faster than regular beef, so when you're searing it, keep an eye on it. I'm going to cook it to an internal temp of 130 degrees just because when it's resting it can also go up a couple degrees, so just keep that in mind. And like always, I do recommend resting your tri-tip for at least 15-20 minutes before slicing. So you can get these results right here is exactly what you want. A juicy, tender bison tri-tip, rich and beefy flavor, but still lean enough to melt in your mouth. And if you're serving guests, every slice is going to tell a story to them. The patience, the smoky flavor, the reversed finish of a perfect cook that you were absolutely dialed in. Just saying. Now I'm deciding to make fries for game day. Now you can absolutely enjoy as is, but because they're going on top of fries, I'm going to cut them into little bite-sized pieces. And I'm going to give the queso a good mix before pulling it off the smoker. Now that I got my tri-tip and my queso out of the way, I hate wasting fuel and my Bronco is still pretty hot. So I'm going to add a cast iron along with some beef tallow so I can fry my fries on the grill. Now, why use beef tallow over traditional frying oil? I normally have beef tallow because I smoke a lot of beef, so I render the fat down and I just usually have it around the house. But the tallow is going to give the fries a crispy outside, a fluffy inside, and a beefy flavor. This is the perfect base for our loaded fries. Now I'm also going to add some taco seasoning, or you can even use the chili lime rub once the fries are out of the beef tallow for an extra kick. And as I said earlier, if you're entertaining guests for game day or any occasion at all, these are definitely going to be a showstopper. These fries are going to have a perfectly balanced bite. You're going to have some heat, some sweet, some acidic. It's a showstopper and everyone's going to be asking you for this recipe. Well, that pretty much wraps up this cook, guys. Don't forget to check out everything, details, product descriptions down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and let me know if you'll be trying out this recipe. Till next time, guys, enjoy.